Hi guys, welcome back to my channel for Playing With Me. It's been a hot minute since I have filmed one of these. Between husband being gone and work and just life getting in the way, I have not filmed one of these in a couple of weeks and I am so far behind. I do have next week off and I'm hoping we have some plans to go do Christmassy stuff as a family. But I'm hoping to be able to bang a bunch of them out. Watch me not do one. Just. Okay, so this is the last week that we did. And then this is this week. We are going to do September 18th through 24th. This is the last week of the September before we hit, I think it's the last week before we start to hit any of the October stuff. So I am going to go ahead and do a fall kit for this one. This is the kit that we have picked out. It kind of gives me like early fall vibes. I thought it was cute because the end of September, at least around here, isn't super cold just yet, but is chilling down. So this would be I thought this would be a really good option. Plus the kit is super cute. And I love the fall ones. We are now currently in December, so I definitely have some catching up to do because this is getting outlandishly out of hand. I don't want to just skip because I do enjoy all of the kits that are to come in October. I don't know what is wrong with me today. I'm just skipping ahead big time. So this is the book that I'm going to be listening to while we do our Plan With Me. This is the second Ellie Hazelwood book that I've listened to in the last week. So yeah, I finished Love Hypothesis yesterday. It was really good. So now we're doing Love on the Brain because we're going to try out these STEM girls. But yeah, now I will talk to you in the voiceover. Bye!
Hi guys, so welcome to the voiceover portion, and guess what I didn't do this last week? I didn't do anything that was even remotely close to doing a plan with me. So I said, oh, I have a week off, I'm going to do all this stuff. No, I did not do any of it at all. Um, so to give you a quick rundown of the last week, so I had 4 cats and a dog. Um, I got 2 of my cats, Jenny and Jeffrey, about 10 years ago. I got them when they were itty bitty babies. And then I got Alice about 6 years ago. We found Alice in a Chinese food parking lot, hiding under tires of cars. Um, and we were afraid that she was going to get scotched. So we put her home, and now she's with us. And she's our special goofball girl. So about 2 years ago, about the time I brought home Sammy, a little after I brought home Sammy, um, we were at like PetSmart or something, going to grab something for one of the cats, and my son fell in love with this kitten that was in the shop, in the adoption section window, and he was an older kitten. He was like 8 months old. Cutest kitten in the entire world. Has the tiniest little mew, and was very, very skittish, very, very frightened. I was worried that he wasn't going to be a good fit. Caleb was positive he was going to be a good fit. Nobody was really excited about this poor kitty. Not because we didn't love him, but because we had such a good group. The dog was finally starting to integrate in, and the cats were starting to hate him less. Um, but it was just, I don't know. I think we all had that kind of feeling about it. But he was sweet and he was cute and he just wanted lovies. And so we brought this sweet little cat in and immediately had problems. Jeffrey saw it as an intruder and started attacking him. And because he was being attacked so much, he started peeing outside the box. And they said it was anxiety, that he was super anxious about being attacked all the time by Jeffrey. And so he would pee outside the box to cover up the smell of Jeffrey and to make himself feel better, but Jeffrey instead retaliated by beating him up even worse, and Jeffrey started peeing places too to cover up, to make his smell more pronounced, and it ended up just being this whole like thing. And we eventually, about a year ago, rehomed Leo, the baby. He's in a wonderful home. He was 2 years old, and he had a 2-year-old human and a 2-year-old puppy, and I've gotten a few updates from him, and he's doing absolutely beautifully, and it was heartbreaking to have to get rid of him. The girls, as in the cats, the female cats, were pissed off that the whole thing happened, and they haven't been quite right about it ever since. Um, they've been kind of mad at Jeffrey over it. And then, of course, my son was just distraught. But we're getting to a good place now, and um, I'm happy to say that we were all, healing from this, and the kitten was doing great, so I was happy for Leo. But Jeffrey kept peeing on the counters and on the floors and in the hard surfaces that we were using constantly. So right in the foyer where we put our shoes, in the kitchen, on the counter, on the table, he kept peeing places. And so we were trying to figure out how to fix it, and we had him locked up in my room. So he had the whole run of my room and my bathroom, and it's a fairly big area as far as bedrooms go. But it's still, we had to keep him locked up. And we were trying to figure out what to do about it. And one of the girls at work suggested that I spray the entire house down in vinegar and get rid of the smell of the other cat and see if that helped him desensitized to it. So even though the cat's been gone for like a year, the whole house still kind of smelled like him to cat senses. So Caleb cleaned his room. We did all the floors, the walls, the entire kitchen, the entire everything downstairs, and completely deep cleaned it. And we did that last Monday. And he's clawing at the floor even though we just got him a brand new tree. So rude. But we spent so Caleb spent days working on his room because his room was where Leo lived towards the end, to keep them separated because Jeffrey kept beating him up. If you can hear him, that was Jeffrey. So it took Caleb days and days to get his room cleaned. He scrubbed everything down. He washed everything that came in contact with Leo. So all the stuffed animals got cleaned. All of his blankets, all of his clothes, anything and everything in his room got scrubbed. And so it's been this big issue. And then the rest of us spent all of Monday and part of Tuesday getting the whole house cleaned. I have never seen my house that clean before. But trying to make it so that way the house wouldn't smell like Leo anymore, so that Jeffrey wouldn't have the same issues that he has. And of course, we managed to burn ourselves out completely, and we still haven't let Jeffrey out yet because we're worried and don't want to deal with it. So Jeff is slowly starting to be let out, but because we did all of that, I think we used all of our spoons for like the week to do all this and have completely worn ourselves out. And I didn't do anything for like 2 days. It wasn't until the end of the week that I finally started to come alive and actually do things again. And then we were doing things like I did an Amazon shift because we needed the money, because I took the entire week off for us to go to Disneyland, and we ended up cleaning the house instead. It was cheaper and it was needed, but still not great fun. But that was like the rough rundown of what went on for that week, and I did literally almost no filming at all. I did film an unhaul, so my book people will have an unhaul here in a couple days. I didn't even do the voiceover for this until tonight. It's Tuesday night, a week and a half later, and I'm finally doing the voiceover for this so that I can get it up tomorrow. So we'll have a Wednesday playing with me, and then I'll have a Friday unhaul. All I have to do is edit it because I've done everything else. It just needs to be edited and uploaded, which I will hopefully get done tonight or tomorrow. I just realized that I do not have my planner sitting next to me. I thought I grabbed everything. I must have forgotten the actual planner. So as soon as I start actually writing stuff down and planning stuff out, I need to pause for a second and go grab it because I spaced. I absolutely spaced. I don't know if there's anything else that I have that needs to go up. I know I did a monthly plan with me, which I haven't done in a while, and it was like our November rewind. So I'm hoping that I will be able to do that today or tomorrow. So that way that can go up next week. And then I'm hoping that I'll actually be able to get some other stuff done. I don't know if I will have anything up for Christmas because that's a Monday. So it might just be another Wednesday or something. But I'm working I have the couple of days off, and then I do Saturday, Sunday. So Saturday, Sunday is Christmas Eve, and then Monday is Christmas Day, and I'll be working those 3 days. And then I have like one day off, and then I work the 27th and 28th, and then I don't work again until New Year's, I think. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. I don't work New Year's Day, I just work New Year's Eve. We do a skeleton shift on all of the holidays, so where the front is closed, and then we just have the pack working. And because I work the front, I technically don't have a scheduled shift for Christmas, but they needed more help, so I volunteered to come in for a few hours in the afternoon, early evening to help because I don't want them to have to do that alone, and it just doesn't seem fair because nobody wanted to do Christmas. We had 2 people that volunteered to do Christmas, but we had everybody who volunteered for Thanksgiving and New Year's. And so me and one of the other girls that works up front with me are going to do half shifts on Christmas. We're both going to spend the morning at home with our families, and then she's going to come in about 10 and work until about 2. And I told them I would come in at no later than 1, and then I would work until 5 to make sure that everything got done. I might go in a little earlier. It depends on how long it takes us to do our Christmas boarding ritual. Oh my goodness. I always yawn when I'm talking to you guys. I swear it doesn't happen in front of the camera. It only happens with the mic. And I don't know what this Pavlov thing got going on here, but it is ingrained in my head. Mic goes on, I must yawn. I did not mean for that to rhyme. It's just, funny happenstance. I think I'm writing in my dinners and my steps, and the lighting sucks. I finally got a new ring light, which is working okay. It worked much better for the face-to-face stuff, and not as well for this. And I'm yawning again. I'm sorry. I actually put real workouts in instead of steps, so I don't know if I actually put my steps in. Oh well, it's not a big deal. I'm trying to remember to update this thing every night sucks when I'm so tired. But when I work, I'm just wiped. It's been almost 3 months. You'd think I would have figured it out by now. But apparently, I am not somebody who does well with like 10-hour days. I like my job, don't get me wrong. I had a lot. Today was hectic and scary, and we had a fight. The fight between the dogs was really mild, but one of our workers got hurt, and so I played mom all day today. Took her to the ER, made sure that everything was good, got her all cleaned up. And the rest of the day was really chill, which was nice. I got to play with the kitties, and we have a bird there right now. I don't do much with the dogs. I kind of miss playing with the dogs, but I don't see them very much anymore. Because the front end, I do medications, and I do all of the cat stuff, and our exotics. So when we have bunnies or birds or lizards, we do those ones too. Right now we have a bird, and his name is Pierre, and he's a little parrot, a little parakeet or something. He's like a miniature parrot, and he's green and he's cute. And he pooped all over me. But he likes me, so that was fun. I really enjoyed spending time with him. He actually told me he loved me. I mean, you get validation from a bird. And I told him I loved him too, and he like got his all fluffies up and he made the little tweety sounds. It was really cute. I very much enjoyed it. All right, I think I'm about to start doing the weekly stuff. So I'm going to put you guys on a quick hold. I'll be right back. Okay, so I grabbed the main planner, the one that you're looking at right now. I did not grab the other one because I did not want to. It was too much effort. It's funny, I have literally no problems with doing the actual filming portion. It's the pre-planning and the voiceover stuff that I get weird on. The pre-planning takes so long, and the voiceover takes brain power. Not a lot of brain power, but just enough brain power where it doesn't always work for me. Plus, I just yawned, and I want to do it again. Oh, I'm terrible at this. Okay, so for dinners, we had teriyaki on Monday, pizza on Tuesday. I have nothing for Wednesday. We did tuna mac on Thursday, fish sticks on Friday. I couldn't remember Saturday, and I did not eat dinner on Sunday because I don't like food. I love food, but I don't like food. Food doesn't like me. So I don't eat consistently very often, and sometimes I forget to write stuff down. Like this day. This was before I started my normal job, so I am still doing flex. I'm looking at Wednesday trying to figure out what I did, and same with Saturday. I was with Nikki both times, which means either I ate at her house or I didn't eat. Either is very possible. I don't know where I'm at. Anyways, okay. So Monday, the 18th, was my boys' first day of school. They have not, my children have not had a first day of school, like collectively for all three of them in a hot minute, but this year was that year. So both the boys started on the 18th, and Elise did some driving because she was trying to practice for her test, which I did not write down, or did I write it down? Maybe we were just driving. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember when she got her license. Had she got it yet? I want to say she'd gotten it because by the time I started my job, she had already done it. I don't know what day she did it on. Maybe I forgot to write it down. So it looks like we were practicing on Monday and Tuesday. So she was practicing her driving. We went and did Dutch Bros because I love Dutch Bros. And then I worked on a plan with me and spent time with Nikki. And basically, whenever I have 5 minutes to rub together, I'll spend it with Nikki because she's my bestie. And then on Tuesday, which we're almost there, was Elisa's first day of school. So all of my kids are in college because I'm old. I had them very young and they are very old, and it's a bad combination. Caleb is a culinary student. Tyler is a film student. And Elise, oh my goodness gracious. Maybe I shouldn't have done this after work. And Elise is pre-nursing, which I'm really happy for her, but it's a lot of work and she does not like school. So, it's fun times trying to remind my daughter why she is putting herself through this. She's doing it for a reason. She just needs to remember what that is. So, yeah, Elisa's first day of school was Tuesday, which is what I'm putting down right now. And then I had a workout on a sticker that was a little bit too small for what I was writing on it. We did 35 minutes and we did a leg day. That's why I didn't write down my steps. It's because I wrote down the workouts for some reason. I don't know why I did that. And it's the only week I did it on. Oh, by the way, the Glam Planner is no longer doing um, her monthly subscriptions anymore. So I need a good place to get new monthly planners. If you guys have a place that does Erin Condren monthlies, let me know. Um, I do have Erin Condren for one more year, at least, because I couldn't find anything. But I am doing the taste test still, so I will find a planner eventually. I will figure this out, or I will just give up altogether. So anyways, after leg day, we did a lot of driving. I drove all over. We had a lot of errands to run. Looks like we did grocery shopping and stuff like that. And then I did a flex route. So I did 5:15 to 8:15. So I did a 3 hour route. And we did some grocery shopping, and it was Jace's birthday. So Jace is my son's best friend. So he is their collective best friend. And his sister is my daughter's like childhood best friend. They kind of had I don't want to say falling out. They both suck at texting. They are very out of sight, out of mind, and even though they love each other, they don't talk. Which I get. I've got friends like that too. I think a lot of us do. Those friends that you don't talk to very often, don't see very often, but as soon as you guys are together again, you're like best friends again. So, Jace's birthday was on the 19th, and he flew in the week before, and he was going to spend 2 weeks here. And we had his birthday party. That's why we had pizzas, because we were just going to have a big like pizza party dinner night. We ended up having a huge family fight on his birthday. And I felt so bad about that. I still feel bad about it. He told me it wasn't a big deal, that he felt like he was just part of the family because we did it in front of him. And I don't even remember what we fought about at this point in time, but it was bad enough where we were all angry. Like, we were seriously, seriously angry. And I still feel so bad that we ruined his 21st birthday. We didn't do much. We did a couple little things, but we really didn't do much. And I swear we need to plan his visits better, because last time he visited, I was bedridden and in massive amounts of pain. And this time we decided to have a big family fight. It was great. It was awesome. It was fun. So I had a shift on Tuesday night, and then I had another one Wednesday morning. It's always fun to do the closing opening shift thing. I hate that. But at least I get to nap afterwards, right? And so it was a 3 hour shift from 7 to 10. I am getting ahead of myself. And my cat is rubbing up against my computer, and he keeps trying to figure out how to sit in my lap. So if all of a sudden you start hearing weird noises, just know that it's my cat trying to snuggle. Because apparently now is the time. If I want to snuggle at a decent time, he's like, no, not happening. But if he sees me doing anything without him, he's like, oh, so this is the time that we're going to snuggle. Got it, got it, got it. Need to sit on your lap imminently. Gotta love animals. I work with them all day long. Still pains in my butt. And he's just clawing away, making his biscuits, like he has a family to support. Anyways, so we will move on ahead of myself on Wednesday. Let's see if I can hopefully catch up. I went to Barnes & Noble with Nikki. I finished an audiobook and a physical read. I did finish the physical read with Nikki, and this is the night that I couldn't remember what we ate for dinner. But if I was at Nikki's house late, it was one of two things. Either I did not eat or she fed me. And for a hot minute there, she was feeding me on a regular basis. And it could be anything. It could be meatloaf. It could be pasta. It could be chicken. It could be a full Thanksgiving dinner, because that's right, I ate Thanksgiving at her house. Um, they feed me a lot, and I bring her books. I feel like that's a fair trade. Anyways, we went to Barnes& and Noble together, which was, we were trying to do it on Tuesdays, but then we both ran out of money, and it just never happened. So, we went on Wednesday instead this week, and I finished Kingdom of the Feared, which was my audiobook at the time. I finished the whole trilogy. I'm trying to remember which book Kingdom of the Feared is. I want to say it's like the middle one or something, but I don't remember. Audiobook La Hacienda. So yeah, it had to have been the third one. Um, and then I also finished Serpents in the Wing of Night, which was such a good book, except that I took one freaking nap and Nikki overtook me. So we started reading them about the same time. I was like 170 pages ahead of her. I had made some good strides, and all of a sudden I was tired, so I decided to take a nap after one of my shifts. And while I was sleeping, she caught up to me and then surpassed me. By the time that I finished book one, she had read all of book one and the novella and was finishing book two. So I got to sit there and watch her finish book two while I was finishing book one. Needless to say, I have not started the novella, nor have I started book two. And I really wanted to finish the series, but I am telling you, nothing sucks it out of you faster than to watch your friend go through the myriad of human emotions because of one book. She laughed, she cried, she was angry at the book, she was bored with the book, she was riveted with the book. And I'm just like, you are sucking the life out of me. And she thinks it's hilarious. I don't think she watches these, but if she does, you suck. I know she watches my book videos, but I don't think she watches my planning videos because she doesn't do that, which is fine. I don't care. I can just talk smack about her here if I want to. I won't because I love her, but she sucks. She sucks when she gets ahead of me. I actually read a couple of more books this week. Ooh, the next one's a doozy, but that's not until Saturday, so we'll get there. Thursday we started off with a workout, which I need to get back into. After getting sick in August, I didn't quite recover my workouts after that, and then I got sick again, and just it fell off. I suck, and I really want to get back into it. I've just been so tired, and even though I only work a couple of days a week, why am I trying to talk? Even though I only work a couple of days a week, they're exhausting. 10-hour days suck, but I like the place, so I'm okay. There's a couple of the people that I work with that I'm just not happy with right now because I feel like they don't do anything. They don't get anything done. They're just, and I feel like me and a couple other people are just picking up the slack. It just sucks. But I think that's just normal for most jobs, right? So I'm tired all the dang time. I need to get back into the workouts. I know that will help. But here was one of my last workouts before I started my job and fell off completely. Yay. We did a grocery run and I did pick up for Caleb. Tyler, who is my oldest, normally picks his brother up from school because Caleb cannot drive. Doesn't want to, doesn't like it, scares him, that kind of thing. So Tyler normally picks up, but I did in this occasion. And then we did another grocery run. I love it when I have to do more than one grocery store in the day. Oh, my husband's home, and it's Tuesday, which is cheap pizza at Papa Murphy's night, which means we are getting pizza. And I took a shower, got on my pajamas, and now I'm sitting in bed talking to you guys. I don't know where I'm at on the thing. Oh, look, we're almost lined up. I'm just putting groceries again down. We went to a couple different stores. I have that written down in my other planner, but like I said, I forgot to grab this one, so I definitely didn't grab that one. And then we went to Barnes and Noble because I have an addiction, and my addiction to books, to reading them, is a very different addiction than the ones of me buying them. And I didn't know how to explain that to people. I always thought it was weird that I love buying books, but I love reading books. And everyone's like, oh, is it because you like to read them so much? Yes, that is why I like buying them. But at the same time, I could go to the library. I could read on my Kindle. I could do a lot of other things, but I choose to spend money on physical hard copies of books, even though 90% of the books that I read these days is audio. So, why do I do this? I don't know. Because I like to follow along physically, some of them, because I have an issue. Yep, definitely. Apparently, buying books and reading books are two very different hobbies, and I have both of them. Why I can't just read books without buying books, I don't know. I love the library. I use it all the time, but I use it for audiobooks, and it'd be amazing if I could just listen to or read on my Kindle, but whatever. That is not me. Gotta love it. All right, so after we did Barnes and Nobles again, I edited a vlog. And that's the one thing about it being this far off, because I cannot seem to get my butt in gear and get caught up. I don't remember what we were vlogging about. Now I'm putting down the underlays for the next portion of the week. I think I actually had a bunch of full boxes left because I didn't use very many. Like these kits, especially Caress Presses kits, they come with a lot of stickers. I don't know how I feel about Glam Planner stopping her monthly subscription. I'm going to miss the teenies, but to be fair, I have a lot of them. So the question is she closing everything down? Because she did get this big giant, like, D-stash box. It was like $100 and it was worth like $500 or something crazy. And she was just putting everything in there. And I thought about buying one of those, but I didn't have a lot of like rewards. I had like $50 in rewards and the box was $100. So I put it off so long that they didn't have that one anymore. So I decided to buy the $50 box, which meant that I only had to pay for shipping, which was nice. Sorry, my husband just walked in, stared at me funny, and said sorry, mouth sorry, and then is now walking away. So if you hear the extra cat in the background, that's why. Because she's outside saying, excuse me, it's 7 o'clock. It's time for you to feed me. She does it the moment I walk through the door. It's like, you must feed me absolutely right now. And then on Friday, I had a little bit to do in the morning. We were doing laundry, which I have to do again tomorrow because laundry never stops, and I have all my work clothes in there, and I have bird crap all over my sweatshirt. He was so cute. I was the only person that he wanted to lovey on, and everyone else would try, and he would just shun them, and then I would go over, and he'd hop right under my finger and crawl up my arm and sit on my shoulder and talk to everybody and squawk in my ear. By the way, my ear is still ringing. I have tinnitus now, and his name is Pierre. But I did a couple of loads of laundry, and then our cleaning lady came. She comes every 3 weeks or so. It takes her about 2 hours because we don't give her a lot to do. She just does like the bathtubs and toilets and floors and things that I don't like doing. And then I also had 2 shifts, basically back to back. I had a 1:15 to 4:45 shift, and then I had another 5:30 to 8:30 shift. I always found that these days were sucky and amazing all at the same time because it really it was a nice paycheck the next day. So Amazon pays out Monday through Friday. So if you worked over the weekend, you get paid on Monday. If you work throughout the week, you get paid the next day. If you work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you get paid on Monday. So, having a couple of shifts together meant that I had a nice paycheck on Monday. And they weren't bad shifts. It's pretty coming, I mean, they really tanked out, which is why I got a real job because I just wasn't making enough to make it worth it. On Saturday, I put an extra box in because we didn't do much. I just spent the entire day with Nikki. And Nikki, if you're listening, this is the day I read Womb. And for those of you who don't watch my book videos, wow, words are hard. Womb put me in a slump for the next month and a half. I picked it up in November. I read plenty of books in November. I read an entire 6-book series in November. But I didn't read hardly anything in October because of the book called Womb. Womb is an extreme horror. It's short, it's only like 200 pages, but it is disgusting and gross. I wouldn't call it horror though. I don't think it's scary. It's not psychologically scary. It's just gross. It's splatterpunk. It's gross. But it put me in a massive slump it literally took me all of October, the rest of September and all of October to get through. Finally, I was able to get out of it at the end of the beginning of November, which was nice because I very much enjoyed my reads during November. But yeah, it was a doozy. Sorry if I cut off funny in a couple of these spots. I got a frog in my throat and I tried to clear it and I ended up coughing really bad. So I think I got it all out, but if it sounds funny, that's why. Not that I'm being all that helpful now. I just want to talk to somebody about these books. Somebody who's read them. If you've read that book, would you please let me know? Because I just need someone to talk to. Besides Nikki. Because nobody's read it besides Nikki and me and my son. Because he was like, I'm bored. What should I do? And we're like, read a book. And he's like, sure, what book? We handed him Womb. He didn't make he didn't do anything. He didn't make any noises, nothing. He just read it and all the little like plotty things, like the twists and stuff. He figured them all out. I figured them out faster than Nikki did, but Caleb figured them out way before either one of us did. And I was like, I cannot believe that you just read the entire book and didn't make a noise. It was disturbing. Okay, so for Sunday, I did a plan with me. I did filming and editing, which, geez, I don't even, what was I doing back in September? Was that something in like August? Because I was only about a month behind for a while there. I'm just really far behind now. Then I had boba with Tyler. My husband came home, but he didn't come home until super, super late that night because I went to go to my nephew's birthday party without him. And I want to say that Nikki, my friend, BFF here, stupid throat, I'm sorry, um, that when she picked her husband up, she picked up my husband as well. So he was waiting for me when he got home. Um, but yeah, they kept letting him off the boat. It took him too long, and so I ended up having to leave without him. So me and Tyler and Jace drove to Tacoma and we got boba. And we were supposed to go to like this trampoline park thing for Carson's birthday, but they're like, hey, let's go to dinner. And apparently they weren't paying attention to the open and close signs because we went on a Sunday and the trampoline park closed early on Sundays. And she was like, oh, well, we should be able to finish this dinner up soon in a few minutes and then we can go over and jump. And I was like, dude, the jumping park is closed. And she's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, it closed at 8. And she was like, no, it didn't. And then she looks and she's like, nope, no, it closed at 8. So we just had a nice little dinner with Carson. And sometime in there, I finished La Hacienda. I swear I tend to go for the audiobooks whenever I can. And so I don't know when during that day I did it. but I'm assuming it was during the plan with me because I listen to books while I'm doing this portion. So the stuff that you see me doing, I know I show you the book that I'm listening to at the beginning, but I listen to those books through the entire thing because I don't know, it's calming and relaxing, and that's what I was doing anyways when I wasn't filming them. So I didn't film them for, what, 2 years? God, it was a long time. It was a long time without doing these, and I really missed it. I'm glad that I started doing them again. I just haven't figured it out yet. Like, I can't seem to stay on a schedule. And the moment that I feel like I'm on a schedule, everything changes. So I got a new job, or my husband comes home from deployment, or something intercedes. I go on a book binge and like live at my best friend's house on her couch and just binge read with her. To be fair, she binge reads with me too, and she's read a lot more books than I have. I'm at 74 new reads and 111 total reads. And so as soon as I finish the book that I'm on, which is Wolf Song by TJ Klum, I will have my 75 mark of new, and then 112 of new and rereads. And I wanted the new one to get to 75 if at all possible. And I'm trying to read off my shelves more because it's ridiculous. But I don't know how she does it. And she doesn't do audiobooks at all. She just reads, which I used to be able to do. I miss it. But my brain stopped functioning and stopped letting me read. I don't know what happened, but I'm hoping to get it back. It's one of my goals, is to start physically reading my books again. All right, so the end of this is just me putting on the overlays. This is the glitter overlays, and then I already did the picture ones. I don't know why I edited there, but that was a hard jump. But we are coming to the end of the talking portion of this, and you will see live me again in a second. Well, live at the time. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.
Okay, so it's a mess. So I have one little thing here left. I have date dots and some little stuff. I have the full box and some icons. All of the deco. This page is pretty much gone. One little there, a couple little there. Most of this page. This page is also mostly gone. That one is touched. This one's got a couple little glitter headers left. One little box. And some, and a bunch of full boxes. So this is the week that I'm on. I think it turned out really cute. Hopefully you guys like it. If you can hear my kids, I'm sorry. They just got home from running errands. But I think it turned out really good. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you hopefully soon for another one. Bye.